What's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with a new short movie. The name of the short movie is What If Naruto Was Given Another Task? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie as well as my own idea. I'm sorry I'm not making any of your ideas. It's because, well, I'm quite busy these days. I have mentioned this a lot of times. And yeah, thankfully, thanks to your support, I am able to monetize my second channel as well, meaning I will be uploading there regularly from now on. I will try to upload today because it is already too late, and within 2 hours I gotta upload this video. So here's hoping to this and to the second video on my second channel. So it may or may not come today, but yeah, from tomorrow onwards it will be coming regularly on the second channel. So stay tuned for that and make sure you leave a like and subscribe to both of my channels. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's story. Roll the intro. Our story begins many years after the Fourth Great Shinobi War, right after the battle of the centuries, the battle between the Otsuzukis and the Shinobi world, a battle for, well, protection and safety of the Shinobi world against those who want to destroy it and end it. It has been served, and they have won, but at a heavy price. The previous generation, all of it, have perished. And now we go towards the Uzumaki house, or what was left of it, where we see an 18-year-old Himawari Uzumaki sitting right next to a bed on which an old man was laying, and right beside her was none other than her older brother, Boruto, who was looking down at his father, Naruto Uzumaki. As the old man looked up, "My son, you as well, Hima. Whatever happens, you know this," he said with a soft smile. "I'm proud of you. And I know this much, the next generation, and the next generation even after you, will be holding on to the virtues as well as the teachings of the past, like we did. And the Shinobi world is in safe hands, and so is the every other village. Must descend this way, Father. Is there anything I can do? No, even if there is, I think my time is already stayed overdue, and I would like to meet with your mother and my friends on the other side. Must you really be selfish? Think about us for a minute, okay?" said Boruto as tears finally fell down from his eyes. "We need you still here. I need you still here, please," he said finally, "Tojan. Even if I could, I'm already out of time, son. I'm proud of both of you. And I love you too the most. Remember that. Always." And with these words said, Naruto Uzumaki, the 7th Hokage, passed away, with a smile on his face. Being able to live through such a terrifying war, being able to bear the loss of his comrades, his friends, and at least being able to know that the next generation, their children, were safe, he was able to pass away. But now we see him in a void as his eyes opened. He wasn't where he was expecting to be. It's quite weird. I thought I might be, well, seeing someone at least by now. "That has to wait," said a voice, a disgrunting voice, a mixture of three voices blended together. Who might? "Fear not. We are just nothing more than a guardian of this place." "Guardian of this place?" "Yes, something of that sort." "So, where am I? In a limbo state or something?" "You can say, but you are dead. It is a much more advanced version of limbo, if you can say that is." Okay, so why am I here then?" "I don't have any regrets as far as I can remember." "That it may be true, but you are called here because there's a task that I want to give you, Naruto." "A task, you say?" "Yes." "What task?" "Fear not. I will explain this to the boy," said a deep, grumbling voice as a man with white skin and red markings walked out. His eyes were like embers as he looked down at him. Well, who might you be?" "My name is Kratos, and I hail from Olympus. Or, well, supposed to be." Okay. Where is this place? And what can I do for you? Regarding this place, I will tell you later because that is where you will be sent for the time being, boy. And as for me, I was the god of war. Was? Yes, was. Before, Ares came from the past, and the fates, they helped the gods and threw me out. They couldn't kill me, not even death can. And henceforth, I became a anomaly, said the disgrunting voice. And I brought him here. You see, Naruto, in this world the gods are corrupt, and they are damaging the humanity. But unlike your people who have chakra and the will to write their own future, in this world there isn't. And they even use their children, who are demigods, who they sire with humans, and threaten even their lives, to the point they could die, to do their bidding, to do their wars. Which is disgusting. Wait, what do you mean? How is this even possible? I know so because I am one of those demigods who was granted the immortality and became the god until everything went to hell. I am not gonna even ask how. So what do you want me to do? That is, my experience and powers will be given to you. And with your shinobi nature, which is quite unpredictable, you will be sent there. And your only task is one thing. Destroy all of them. Okay, I guess. But I know, you never killed anyone. But, fear not. With my mentality mixed with yours, you don't have to see or feel anything. It will be my bidding that your body will be doing. Now I could go there by myself and kill all of them, which I was about to do. The, entity you speak to, if it brought me here, and before I know it, it explained to me its plan, and I saw you. And I gotta admit, kid, what you did, any warrior rarely does, and you were able to save your people. And that is something that even I can respect. Naruto rubbed the back of his head. Thanks. Now, we must merge and be on our way. As now we see, Naruto saw that Kratos was engulfed in a golden lightning, which was absorbed into him, as a small marking appeared, a marking of blades of chaos. What is this? It is his weapons, and this marking proves that you are his vessel now. You are merged together for the time being, and this mission will take not that long. So, Naruto, now I must ask you, please, would you do this mission? I will. Those people are suffering. Those demigods don't have to go through this. They didn't ask for this. And hence, I will be doing this, even if I hate to kill someone. And if you're thinking that you can talk them out before you leave, said the entity as Naruto was about to leave, remember this, they are not going to listen. They are gods, and they think they are above everything. Even powers like us. As after that, Naruto nodded and left. As now we see Naruto arrived in New York City, America. It took him quite a long time to adjust because from what Kratos, the voice now in his head, could tell him, this place wasn't supposed to look like this. Turns out they were many thousands years into the future, and everything has changed. A lot of things has, somewhat remained intact, but they were now called ruins. Part of history, that is what they were called. As Kratos was quite amazed, at the same time quite shocked, that the places that he lived, visited, and stayed at, the normal places that he visited, were now nothing more than ruins and ancient history. He was ancient history. But one thing was for sure, the gods resided here. As now we see Naruto residing there as well, killing monsters, beginning from them, one by one. And his main goal was to kill the gods. But Naruto made one compromise with Kratos, that he will only kill those who deserves killing. And Kratos then said these words, Zeus is more than enough, worthy of being killing. Now we see 10 years later, one woman was sitting in the forest. As Kratos instantly sensed who it was Hera, the queen of Olympus. And she was crying, surprisingly, as Naruto went and sat there. Miss, are you okay? As her eyes widen, you can see me. Yes. Huh. A clear-sighted mortal seeing me cry. Pathetic. No, it's quite human actually. What happened? Just the usual. Husband cheating on me and all. I don't know why I'm even telling you this much, mortal. What is your name? Again? My name is Hera. She's not even trying to hide who she is. Well, Miss Hera, I must say that it must be unfortunate to deal with someone like that. Unfortunate doesn't even come close. I used to love that idiot, but now I'm not so even sure. He thinks he's above all of us, and he doesn't even listen to any of us, even me. And today, he even slapped my face when I confronted him. What? How can he do that? You're sweet, for even having those thoughts, but that is someone you don't even want to mess with. He has his weapons, which are powerful. Powerful enough to destroy you. Even me. And that is something I fear. And he uses that fear knowing fully well that we can't do anything against him. Wait. All of you fear him? Not all of us. Some of us do. My dear sisters, Demeter as well as Hestia, and then his daughters, Athena and Artemis. They fear. We fear him. And as for our sons, only Apollo is someone, well, bearable because of his behavior. Aside from that, he disagrees with what his father does. And then there's Ares, always going along with his father and his bragness. And then there's my brothers, one we don't even talk to, the god of hell. And then there's Poseidon, who is, well, making a mockery out of me and all of us, and even Zeus, because he knows that he can somewhat rival him. And then, he already knows Zeus. He's who he is. Well, yeah, I get that, but aren't they all part of, well, Greek mythology and all? If you know, human. Unfortunately, you're gonna forget about all of this. It was nice talking to you. They are very much real, and so am I. Who says I'm gonna forget? Because of this. As she threw some dust over Naruto's eyes, as Naruto's eyes widened for a bit before she disappeared, as Naruto just smirked and looked down. Well, it didn't help her, did it? No, but it gives us the insight, boy. We must kill Zeus, Ares, and, it seems, Hades and Poseidon. But what about the other two you mentioned, like Apollo and Hephaestus? Turns out Helios is no more here, and his place is taken by his apprentice, Apollo. He is a good child, I have known him. We must take care of the others. So we wait? Yes, as suddenly Naruto heard a scream. That could be a demigod. We must check now. As Naruto arrived at the site to see 3 kids, who were literally shaking violently, as in front of them was a huge monster. Naruto instantly took down the monster with a Rasengan. Are you 3 alright? Yes, we are. And who might you 3 be now? As they were 3 demigods, children of, well, Aphrodite. As Naruto grumbled again, should have expected this much. I mean, they do kind of resemble her. You're unsafe here. Do you have any parent? We were kicked out. Kicked out? Yes. Since we acted weird and all, Dad didn't want us to stay at home, so he kicked us out. There. There is no other place safer than that camp, unfortunately. How about this? Why don't you guys sleep and I'll take you where there is a safe place? How can we trust you? Well, I promise you this much. It will be a warm place where you'll be fed and kept safe. And you'll be taught how to defend yourself against these monsters that only you can see. Alongside me. As after that we see, one of them said, It's okay. What's your name, young one? My name is Lacey. And the other 2? Well, as they said their names, and turns out they were NPCs who were, well, Aphrodite's children, and 3 of them were able to found each other. And let's just say, they had a connection regarding those of a sibling. So you have, well, separate. Well, 2 of us have the same father. We just, well, stumbled upon Lacey, but she's not different than a sister. Well, I'm happy that you found each other. And more than happy that I found you all. Now let us take you somewhere safe. As we see now, Naruto arrived at the camp while they were resting. Instantly, thanks to the Harishin. I still can't believe that such a technique exists. And on his name. Well, don't grumble about this. He's different than yours, I believe, at least. Here's hoping. At least you're a little bit easy to handle now, eh, Kratos? Enough. Looks like trouble is ahead. A centaur. What? As instantly, a huge Minotaurus arrived there, alongside a centaur fighting it. Who might you be? I am Chiron, the head of this camp, as well as the trainer of the heroes. And you, human, it seems are clear-sighted, because it seems to me that you can see, yes, whatever it is you're trying to say I can do. And here, I found Aphrodite's children. How can you be? They kind of resemble her, you know. So yeah, my guess is that all three of them are. How can they sleep in this atmosphere? Said one of the kids. Sea green eyes. There's no mistaking it. Went up his silence. You're Poseidon's boy? As everyone looked at Naruto like he has grown a second head. Yes? How do you know so much? Yeah, you can say I know pretty much some of my stuff. Anyways, here they are. I'll be taking my leave now. You don't want anything in return, said one of the men as he came out as everyone made way. Dionysus. Should have known he was here. The god of wine and, misery. So you know who I am, mortal. You have an aura that I remember existed long before. An aura of long forgotten time. That I may have. And I also have these, as two blades appeared in his hand. Instantly, as everyone was now on, defensive position, and Chiron instantly went into how did you have those blades? They were destroyed. I was there. Chiron, is everything, said Perseus Jackson, as Athena's daughter, Annabeth then said, no, those are the blades of chaos, weapons of the destroyer and bane of Olympus, Kratos, who was defeated with the help of fates. What? He was almost successful in destroying Olympus until fates intervened. He was even able to destroy Sisters of Fates of his timeline, until the past Sister of Fates were able to, get a message from the future ones to stop this madness. And henceforth he was banished. As everyone was shocked, you can say, as red markings appear similar to Kratos, as his one eye turned amber and one blue. Kratos is back, as instantly lightning struck as all of the gods were present there. As Hera was amongst them, who looked terrified and downright shocked at what she was seeing. Long time no see, Zeus. Your son has returned. How do you have his weapons? Is it really you, Kratos? That it may be, but I am different than Kratos, not complete Kratos. As Naruto then charged, as instantly the first target he took down was Hermes, literally cleaving his, kneecaps off, as well as his shoes. Everyone was terrified at what they were witnessing. As Naruto didn't kill anyone, but incapacitated them and beat them to the point that they were unmovable. As for the demigods, they were downright shocked to witness that one person who arrived there was able to take down almost all of them. Only the female goddesses remained standing, as Athena took charge, only for her, spear to be broken with mere 2 fingers. It shattered in half, as her eyes were widened. You see this? I am much more stronger than before, Athena, and I am here to give you a warning. Change your ways, Zeus. Call this a courtesy of mine, because I don't wish to kill anyone. I mean anyone. If you don't change your ways, what makes you think that you can have the right to demand something from us? You are in my... Instantly, a blade of chaos shot through his head, turning him into golden dust. Zeus was no more. Everyone was just shocked. There goes one. As Ares took the charge and wanted to fight, only for his neck to be cleaved off. As everyone was now even more devastated, 2 of the gods instantly with 2 strikes were down. Who was this being? That scared them, and Hades himself arrived there because of his daughter, and son being there. Please stop. I know who you are, Naruto Uzumaki. Child of prophecy of his world. Savior of his people. Twice. Against world calamities. When this was told, everyone was shocked. I know why the fates have sent you here from your time. They think that our world is corrupt and their counterpart has gone corrupt. But please give us a chance. We won't disappoint you. That is what I was asking for. But it seems your leader, he didn't want any of it. He was an idiot, said Poseidon. You won't hear anything from us. But good, good. I will be residing here, nearby, your domains, and keeping a close eye on you. And after that we see Naruto disappeared with a blinding yellow flash. So who is he, Hades? I was able to get into contact when I saw that an anomaly appeared here. And that anomaly had a similar resemblance to a person of our past, the Bane of Olympus. So he really is back, said Athena. Yes, Athena. But what do you mean by the child of prophecy and all? As the fates appeared, he is the child chosen by Kami and Shinigami. And he protected his people, nations going and rising against all odds, and even going as far as to being loved by them all from the most hated being, an orphan, who rose to a power of the Kage. And now, he's a living legend there, even after his death. As then they watched all of Naruto's memories in flashes, from how he was born and how he went on with his life, all the way of how he became who he was and how he perished in the end, with a smile on his face. Such life filled with joy, said Artemis herself. Yes. And then he saw our world, and what we do with our children, said Hades. That is why I never wanted my children to be involved in anything, but your vendetta has even pushed them so far. As all of them looked down, look at them! How many of our children have died because of our feuds, our wars, our battles? As the kids literally felt a little jolt when their parents looked at them with guilty eyes. And Luke then looked at his father, whose kneecaps were cut off, as he was being healed. I'm sorry, son. To all of you, my children, I'm sorry. I know that your life wasn't easy, and the life you have lived after even arriving here isn't easy, but we don't say that you love us, said Luke. Naruto is right, and so is Hades. You all use us for your own gains. No, son of Luke, that is not... When is it not truth, mother? Said Annabeth. I know I'm a hypocrite for saying this and following your words, but what can I do? You're the only loving parent that I had. But now I'm even questioning this. Do you even love me for being your daughter, or just see me as a tool, a pet who can bark at your order and when needed look cute? No, Annabeth, it's not like... Why are you even talking like this? You're intelligent like me. I am not. Speaking of intelligence, mother, you literally put me through hell just to get your statue back because of your ego. As Athena felt jolt, as course of shocks ran through her body as her eyes widened. All of you have some sort of vendetta and some motive behind contacting any and all of us, except for Percy, because he was forced into this because of, Zeus, who died thankfully. As all of them were shocked that Annabeth was the one who was saying this. As Aphrodite looked at her children. Do you... Don't start. Please, not you. Because of you, our fathers hated us. Because we reminded too much of you. And when suddenly you left after giving us to them, they hated us even more. And that, let's be just honest, that golden dust didn't work. You still appear in his dreams and so on. Some of our sisters were not so lucky, they were even killed by their sociopathic father. As all of the mothers looked down. Naruto has given us chess. Besides that, said Hades, so let's make the most of it. And 10 years more passed. The demigods were henceforth never used and banned for to be ever used. Annabeth has never contacted Athena ever again and was living her life with Percy, and even had Athena's grandchild, who resembled a lot like her, but she also had her mother and father's features as well. As for Athena, she was witnessing all of this, but from the shadows, and only one thing surrounded her heart: sorrow, because of what she has done. She knew that her daughter, well, was given these tasks because she was sure that she could handle it. But now thinking back, maybe she was wrong and her daughter was right all along. She really was selfish and used her own children. And this sickened her to her stomach. And let's not forget, every other god and goddesses, they had skeletons in their closets which were now open. Their kids hated them officially. And one thing was for certain, they never had kids after them and watched their current kids to grow up safely. Unfortunate that their previous kids couldn't have that and had to do their bidding in war, remembering each and every kid they had in each and every century, each and every year, who have died for their cause, for them. As now we see Naruto in the middle of a forest killing a man who would even rival that of a mountain, Hercules himself, the worst scum in the history of the Greek mythology. As we see, someone was standing behind him. "You can come out now, hunters. I know you're there." As suddenly an arrow shot, only for Naruto to single-handedly throw them all away with a wind-style windshield. As Naruto then turned around to see that Artemis was standing there. "You intrigue me. You had such a wonderful life. It is because of Kratos. Whenever I kill, it is Kratos who's killing. I give him the control. He is able to use my abilities, and I help him how to do so, because I don't want them to suffer. I know what all of you have gone through is worse. We have known. You have gone through the same thing as us. But we only want to know one thing," said Zoe. "How are you able to cope and keep a smile on your face even after that? I had at least someone to guide me, as you have," he said, pointing toward Artemis. Albeit they were not so, Naruto chuckled and said, "Well, single-minded and narrow-minded, but yeah, they were quite, well, sage. And as I grew, I was able to, fortunately, be fortunate enough to meet good people who guided me along the way. And here I am, as you see me. But don't you? Oh, once this task is completed, I don't know how long it will be. Well, the entity has promised me to send me back. Hopefully I'll be able to meet my family. Who knows, maybe my comrades and friends." As now we see, 10 more years passed after that. In those 10 years, the gods and Naruto had different interactions, and even Hera and, well, surprisingly Hestia and Demeter did as well. As now we go to where Hestia's hearth, where all the female goddesses were seated. "What do you think about this, Naruto?" said Hera, as everyone's eyes widened. "What do you mean, Hera?" "Since I am a widow and I can't marry any man, I'm thinking of marrying him," said Hera, as all of them then said, "No." "Wait, what?" said Hera. "What do you mean, no? I get it that he killed my husband and your brother and all, and your fathers, but still, that guy was a douche. You gotta admit that, as the young generation says." As everyone chuckled. "Yes, that is true, but still, no. The thing is, we also like him. But he does have a family," said Athena, "that he wants to return to, as Artemis told us." As on the other side, we see Naruto, who has opened a ramen shop called the Fox Den in, well, New York City, which was quite famous, was busy there as the goddesses arrived there. "Ah, what can I do for all the pretty ladies?" Naruto said, with a smile on his face, as they sat down with a bowl of ramen each, as Naruto served them. As now we see, they blurted out the same words, "We love you." As Naruto was shocked, "And we want you to marry us and be the king of Olympus." "What?" As Naruto, first of all, was quite surprised by this, as Kratos chuckled. "Well, enjoy the gift, my friend. It seems that you were successful." Wait, what? What do you mean, Kratos? That is not something we agreed upon." "Well, your family and friends Even your wife wanted you to have, well, a happy life. That is why I agreed to this, since I was already an anomaly. You can use my weapons and powers, I do not need them. I only wished for peace and vengeance against Zeus, which you have already given me over the course of years. It was just that you were fun to hang around with, Naruto, that I stuck by. Good luck, kid. And yes, I do have left my Spartan rage and stamina, as Naruto blushed, so you don't have to worry about on that department. As after that Kratos departed, as Naruto was left there with a handful of powerful and strong ladies. Cut to 5 years, we see Naruto sitting on a throne of Olympus as his wives were, well, bickering and so were his children. Turns out Hinata was also there and so were his friends. They were able to merge the pantheons and now they were a big happy family. And the human world was now in peace as well. Not only Naruto saved his world twice, but this world as well. Even from Tartarus, Kronos was watching this, and let's just say he didn't want any piece of Naruto because he knew how brutal he was. So yeah, better safe than sorry, right? So that is how the story ends. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!